Rich Slaton here for the University of Mixed Martial Arts with martial arts legend Judo Gene LeBell. Gene, you've had a long career in the fight business. Do you remember your first time fighting competitively?
I've been competing all my life. I guess my first fight was when I was 7, and I got a win. And my mother said, "Don't fight with your brother." But a win's a win, who cares?
Yeah, you got it, especially against your brother.
Oh, I never did like him.
So let's talk your first time stepping into the cage, the first time stepping into a ring, the first time you fought professionally. Do you remember the emotions that you felt leading up to that fight?
A thrill, excitement, people booing me was wonderful. It's just like my hometown. I had a lot of amateur bouts that didn't involve a ring. I boxed when I was a kid, won those little trophies. Did judo, there was no ring there. Did fighting in a boxing ring that had 3 ropes.
So, what's the biggest mistake that you see? You've trained amateurs, professionals, you've been around all of them. What's the biggest mistake that you see young new fighters making?
A man that doesn't think of the future doesn't have one. I suggest have a plan 2. You might want to fight, wrestle, do MMA. That's fun when you're young. But get an education. It's very important. Get an education so the MMA won't last forever, ever. The MMA, cut that out. The MMA will not last forever. Your professional baseball won't last forever, and you might not make it. So have an education. Get an education. Go to college.
I went.
I went through UCLA, went in one door and out the other.
So besides Rowdy Ronda Rousey, who's the favorite fighter that you've coached? Or do you have one?
Yeah, I have a lot of them. I like Gokar Chavician. The reason I like him is he's the best student I have really ever had. He has a school that I train at and I teach Monday nights in North Hollywood. The reason I like him is, you know, boxing is great, Muay Thai is great, Kempo's great, Shotokan's great, Judo's great, but somebody that I respect does it all. And Gokar Chavician does it all, and he's a great teacher. And that's why I like to rub elbows with him. Occasionally I go a little higher and get him in between the horns, get his attention.
You got to sometimes.
Absolutely.
So, do you have anything specific that you say to a fighter before they go in for a fight?
Well, if they're religious, I have them cross themselves. Before you go in a fight, if you're ready, you're ready. You've got to say, like there's a ring behind us. That's my house. And you're in my house. I'm going to hurt you. And enjoy every minute of it.
He will, too. So, your stopwatch has become famous now with Ronda Rousey grabbing people's arms in the first couple of minutes of every fight. Is there anything else you use that stopwatch for?
No, not now. I say, Ronda, I gotta watch, it only goes to 1 round. So she had 3 amateur matches, 1 round finish. 7 pros, 1 round, all finishes. And then finally she came up to me, it was my birthday the other day, and gave me a $2,500 stopwatch. She says, it'll go to 10 rounds. She says, I'm going to annihilate, mutilate, assassinate you if you don't use this watch, because I want to show people that I can do something besides an armbar, but I might need 2 or 3 rounds to just show the people and make them happy. So she got me this watch, and I use it all the time. I love it.
For the University of Mixed Martial Arts, this is Judo Gene LeBell. I'm Rich Slaton. Find this and more interviews at uofmma.com.